So let me ask you, what is, when you say financial literacy, because for a lot of people, they hear that and, their mind go all over the place, right? Can you kind of explain for the listener, what is financial literacy? What does that entail?
I would say that's not only knowing your finances, but understanding that it's loopholes. When we're talking about financial literacy, that's why it's not taught in the school systems. These are things that are the untaught. Either you know it, or the community that you're in, maybe the household, they taught you it, or if they didn't know it, it's no way for them to teach you it. So some of us are growing up, or going through life blinded. We're thinking just money, 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 or whatever the case may be, rather than understanding, hey, developing that credit is super important, or just as important as getting the money, because we can leverage our credit to be able to get the money. We don't always have to utilize our own money. So financial literacy for me is understanding credit. I say credit is the foundation of financial literacy. So if you can understand credit, guess what? Even if you mess your credit up, you able to fix it. You're able. Right. Okay, I know why this happened. So it's like, for example, if you're looking at your child and they standing on the couch, you tell them to get down because you know what can happen. Now, if they was a little older and they got on the couch and they fell down, they would realize, okay, I know what, if I stay off the couch, I won't hurt myself. The same way with credit. Once you understand, hey, if I don't miss this payment, which could cause my credit score to drop 90 to 120 points, I'm not really going to hurt myself as much as if I just have one inquiry. If I understand that instead of me going to the car dealership and just signing off, and then they go to the back and they sending out those, they trying to get the car finance to 8 and 9 different banks. And let's say you have poor credit doing that. You might walk out of there with 8 inquiries and still have no car. So what do? You go to another car dealership. You still trying to get your problem that you had going into the dealership, you leaving out with bigger problems. Because now your credit score even going a little lower, and now you still don't have a car. Rather than if you have you can have a decent credit score, 690, 700 credit score, go to Navy Federal, go to, I don't even just want to say Navy Federal, PenFed, NIH, FCU. It's a lot of different credit unions that provide low interest, as well as it's only going to give you one inquiry. So that's why it's certainly important to understand credit as the foundation. Secondly, with financial literacy, we got to know our taxes. These are, like I said, it's loopholes, and especially if we're talking about as for entrepreneurs, how are we able to write off our taxes? How are we able to, something as much as a wedding, be able to write it off? So I shot content and did the thing that I love about my brand, and I don't want to toot my own horn, but the thing that I love about my brand is surrounded around my real life. So it's like I kind of built it that way because I didn't want to be having to put a suit and tie on. Not a suit and tie, nothing wrong with a suit and tie, but I didn't want to have to put a mask on every day to broadcast myself with the world. I love being with my son. I love being around my son. I love seeing things he learning. I love, I learn things just from watching him. So I like to think like, oh man, this is a blessing, because I wasn't always able to be here right now. I was at work, and I used to always look out the window on a nice day like, man, I love to take success to a park right now. And now most of the time, if people look at my story on Instagram, me and Success is at the park. And I don't take these things for granted, because I know it's other parents that feel that way. So it's very important that we understand financial literacy, like I said, so we can pass this information down to our children, understanding business, taxes, credit, the different loopholes in real estate. So it's not just necessarily me. I master in regards to credit and marketing your business or developing a niche. Who is your target audience? Who are you trying to attract? But if people had questions in regards to real estate investing or real estate, I would send to my business partner, Nadia Holiday. She's a licensed realtor in New York, and she's also has she's been in the stock market. She used to work on Wall Street back in 2009. So
oh, wow, okay.
Yeah. So I develop a team to where I don't have to know all the answers. And if I don't know the answers, I will tell my client, hey, I don't know that, but give me 1 second. I'm either going to put you on a call with an expert, or I can just call up one of my partners and I can get that information.
Thanks for watching the Lion and Lambo podcast. We hope this clip has been a huge blessing to you. And we want to remind you that we drop new videos, new podcast episodes every Sunday at 9 o'clock. You can find the full episode by clicking the card up at the top right of this video. If you prefer an audio-only experience, then we want to let you know that we're streaming through every major podcast streaming platform. For the full list, you can go to www.lionandthelambo.com. Until next time, go impact the world.